Okay, so I'm back here, Robert, once again. Okay, in this video, I will be covering YouTube ads. So I'm going to show you how to set up YouTube ads that interrupt a video as you're starting to watch it, and then you can skip it in 5 seconds. I'm going to show you how to create those ads. So if you guys are ready, let's go ahead and get started. You should be able to see my pointer on screen. Okay, first off, there's a lot of things to know before we jump right into the ad creation. So first off, we're going to work kind of backwards. And the reason why I say that, I want you guys to create your audiences first inside the audience manager, because you're going to need them. When you create your ad, it's going to ask you how you want to do your targeting. And this is the only targeting that you basically want to do if you're trying to run ads like most of those people that you see running YouTube ads. They're basically using what I'm going to show you on these videos coming up. Okay, so again, you need to set up your audience manager first. Now, there's a couple things to know as we're doing all the stuff and we're filming right now in 2023. There's been a lot of changes. There's a lot of people going on YouTube talking about there's so many changes that AIs come out and blah, blah, blah. But one of the main things that have not changed is the audience manager. If it did change, it would be telling you now that you have to do different things and blah, 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 but it has not. So don't worry about all these changes. You can learn about all the other ways to run ads, but right now, this is one of the easiest ways to run ads, and just follow what I teach on these videos and you'll be able to run those types of ads if that's what you're looking for on YouTube. Okay, so I just don't want anybody to get confused on any part of these videos. So what we're going to do is work backwards. We're going to create the audiences first inside the audience manager, and then we'll go and create the ad, drop in the video, and choose targeting. So it's pretty easy and it's pretty straightforward. So as you can see, these are old. These were done in 2020, 2021, 22, pretty old, right? But I still use them, and I just want to go ahead and show you the titles here. So you can make custom. They're basically called. You're going to go inside the audience, manager, and a lot of people call them custom audiences. So you could just name it that, and that's fine. Custom segment, because that's what's inside here. When you click this, and it's going to tell you that. You can do infinity audiences. You can do competitor audiences and a whole bunch. So just look at this whole entire list here. There's different ways to actually do it. One of the best ways to create your audiences is to put a little, put the date and put exactly what you're trying to accomplish on that audience. So when you pick it, let's say you're selling courses. I sell a lot of courses. So if I was to sell a course, I could be going after my competitors. That's why you will see that here on this one, and then coming down. I don't want to put my mouse too much over here, but just read these from top to actual, bottom, and you can see how I have those laid out. So we have competitors. You can do a custom audience to go after your URL for the competitors that do the same thing as you. Infinity audiences are custom intent audiences, people that are looking to purchase. I know that sounds so confusing when you first are starting to learn all this stuff, so I don't want to dive in too much into this. I just want you guys to know that you can create so many different types of audiences. You can see that here, this big list here. And you can just go on and on, but it's pretty simple. So I'm going to switch gears now, and then you're going to understand how easy this is when we switch. So let's go ahead and switch really quick and go inside the test account, and you can see how easy it is when you start with nothing. Okay, so let's go ahead and switch over. Okay, so now we're inside the audience manager, one of my test accounts, and it's a lot easier to train on something that's totally blank and it's not going to confuse anybody. So when you guys come in here, just go to tools and settings. You'll find that at your top navigation, and then go to segments. You're going to go to custom segments and just click on the blue plus button. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so I do have this on a large zoom. You should be able to see this. So what I'm going to do is just name this. I'm just going to put SMMA, and I'm going to put selling courses. Okay, whoop, made a mistake there. Okay, so we're doing SMMA selling courses, and we can put a date. So we can go 3 Let's go ahead and do today's date, and then we'll go like that. And that's going to keep track. That's going to help you understand when you created this custom audience and what it's for. You can basically make sure that your name here, it's kind of tells you what you're actually using it for. So you have two buttons here, and this is going to say here, people with any of these interests or purchase intentions. So when you start dropping in keywords here, this is meant for keywords. It's anybody with these keywords that have intentions of purchasing. So this is really crazy stuff. And, you know, of course, they call this part of the AI system, but it's been around for a long time. Then you can do other stuff like do types of websites, apps, all that, but we're not going to get into all that. You guys can learn all that later. I just want to make sure you guys understand the easiest ways to create YouTube videos with custom audiences, and those are the ones that everybody's running on YouTube. It's so simple. Okay, a lot of people overthink this and it's just wrong. Okay, so what you want to do here is drop in your keywords here. You can, so if you're selling courses, you can start typing in, like you would do SMMA, something like that, and then you're going to get a big list here that's going to come up. So if I put my mouse there again, social media, and then if I scroll down here, you can see that there's a whole bunch, right? So you can choose whatever you think would make sense with or whatever you guys are trying to do. Now you're going to notice that over here a bunch of stuff just came up. You can go ahead and click. You can click on these. Let me just go ahead and show you, and you can start. Let me just show you. It's going to show you exactly what that keyword's doing. Let me just go ahead and show you right there and right there. You can see that. There's all kinds of little things here, but don't worry about this. These are the weekly impressions, all that. You can change things around here. You can do different types of language. But don't worry about this. This is just going to automatically fill in. Okay. So if you want to change the language, that's fine. You can start typing and go ahead and then choose whatever you guys want. You can get rid of English and choose, you know, whatever, but I'm just going to leave it right there where it is because it's fine. Now, what I usually do here to make things easier, I go into the keyword planner, or I already have a list of keywords that I normally use. And before we go any further, I just want to say that a lot of people will tell you the best way to run YouTube ads is keywords. What happens is there's another way to run ads by just selecting keywords and dropping them in a different way. This is the best way to do it. These are still keywords that you find on your keyword planner or any type of keyword search tool, and you're going to save them and you're going to drop them in here. So we're going to do that. We're going to switch gears again. We're going to go out of this for a second just so I can show you. But if I was to type in SMMA and we got all this here, you can see that we can just start choosing stuff like that. You can see that this is going to change over here if you keep your eye over there. We're at weekly impressions. That's a lot, right? And we're going to so you could do like 30 of these, 30 or 40. Some people only put 10. So just test it and find out what's best for you. But you can pretty much go ahead and drop in all kinds of stuff here. I usually do about 30 keywords, okay? And that's what I go after. And what I do is, when I'm done, is I'll run another ad that is just not to confuse you. I'm going to go back and then run another ad, and the targeting is going to be different, and it's going to be this one where I'm going to choose this one, and it's going to be for people who search for any of these keywords. That's who I'm going after. So before we go any further, I want to show you how I basically do this inside the keyword tool. So let's go inside the keyword tool now. We're going to click Tools and Settings, and then we're going to go into Planning, and it's going to be Keyword Planner. And let's go ahead and pull this up now. Discover new keywords. And we're going to go ahead and go right here. And let me just show you how easy this is. So if we were to type in social media, so, oops. social media marketing, and then we're going to hit get results. I'm sure you guys know how to use this. And basically, let this thing load. I do have this on a quite large zoom, but it should still work. I'm going to leave it on the large zoom here. It's going to look a little bit strange because it's such on a large zoom. But basically, we're going after, we want the high monthly searches, okay? And that is fine. So we don't care about how much people are paying. We don't care about this row here because this is a YouTube ad. We're not paying per click, okay? So you can see here that there's tons of names here. So what I usually do is, the easiest way is look these over. If you want to be very specific on keywords that you're basically pulling, go ahead and grab them, or just go ahead and click here, and it's going to say that you just selected all of these. You got 704 keywords. If you click here where you see me circling around, it's going to go ahead and copy them to your mouse. Then you could drop them inside a notepad, which I did earlier. And just to save time, I'm going to show you. You can see that they're right here. So I did 2 sets. I did one for agency. If you're starting an agency, the keyword was social media agency. And then I got all of these. Okay. And then the second list was social media marketing, the same thing that you saw here. And I have all those keywords here. So you don't want to drop in all these keywords, but you do want to drop in a few. So you can grab a bunch here, like about 30 of them. Like if we grab all these here and just go ahead and copy those to your mouse. And then we're going to go back and we're going to go into our audience. So let's go ahead and go into planning, and then we're going to go into, what am I doing here? Shared audience here. Okay. Audience manager, shared library, custom segments, and then right here. So that's where we're going to go, and we're going to go right here. So let's go ahead and make this nice and easy so everybody understands. Again, we're going to go SMMA, and we can put the date. Let's put the date one more time. 3/2/20. Sorry about my phone going crazy there. SMMA, selling courses. Okay, so you guys understand that. And this is for anybody who has interest in purchasing. That's so powerful. Click your mouse in there and then hit Control V, and bam, you dropped in all those keywords the easy way, instead of trying to actually hassle it and type in one at a time. And you can see that this thing is just huge. 10, so you got weekly impressions, 10B, 1T. That's huge. Okay, it's just so huge. All right. So if I scroll down, you can see that they're all here. Just go ahead and save it. And you guys have one custom audience saved. You can see the date. You can see the date there, and you can see the date there. So you can find it very easy. Okay, that's how you do that. Now, again, don't forget to go back and click it again. And this time you're going to choose this one here on the bottom. And again, we're going to go SMMA, and we're going to put the date in again. And we're going to go 3. And that was 20 and 23. And I'm going to put search ad. You can put search ad, or just, I don't really need ad. I just know that it's a search. It's a search segment. So you can put segment if you want. Anything that's going to help you. I'm going to put in there again, selling courses. And I understand what's going on here, and you can use the exact same keywords if you like, or you can choose other ones. And then we're just going to hit save. Really powerful stuff. So you have both of those there, and you have to wait till it says approve, so you basically can use them. And it's pretty quick. It doesn't take long. I would say I mean, sometimes it's done within an hour or two. Since this is a test account, it probably just thinks I'm messing around or something. So we're going to move along to the next video, and then I'm going to show you guys how to set up your ads, and we're going to go into targeting, and then we're going to use these. Okay, but we're probably not going to be able to use these since they're under review, so we'll use another one. Okay, so let's go ahead on to the next video, and I'll show you exactly how to create your ad and set everything up. Okay, so I'll see you on the next video.